What's your name?
My name is Barbara Thomas.
And how old are you?
7 to 7.
Can you tell us what racism was like in Texas?
We never did confronted some of the things at the Deep South, but it was prejudice here. You had two shopping malls. You had Gov Gates and you had Palm Center. And you had restaurants there. Walgreens used to have a big restaurant, and we'd have to go up to the counter and order our food and take it with us. We couldn't sit down and eat. J.W. Weingarten would only hire you as a maid. That was a big chain of stores. It was not no Kroger's then. It was Walgreens for your big drugstore and J.W. Weingarten for your big grocery store. So when we went downtown and started picketing, the people were frightened because they had been told if we didn't stop picketing, they were going to fire them. Your main upper middle class black men that had businesses, we collected their telephone bill, their light bill, and everything, and we would pick up enough pennies to pay it so that would tie this white lady up. So then they started letting blacks. Some of the places only had like one black for years. Now you got blacks in banks, you have blacks here, black supervisors here. You had none of that thing. In the 50s, 60s, none of that was. Blacks just didn't have those type of jobs.
When you said we, was it like a specific organization or was it just like neighbors and communities?
The people that were downtown picketing, these were college students. And your ministers, Reverend Bill Lawson, Reverend John D. Moore, those were the people that were down there with us, that was trying to make life better for us. But sometimes we just didn't realize the things that we could have tried to do because we were frightened.
Yeah.
It was a frightening situation. Even though you didn't have the money, you still was segregated. If you had the money, you still couldn't go. They bombed the Caesar Brothers' house there on Wichita. They were basically the first people to start moving over there, and that was called Riverside, and they bombed their house. Now, one of the main leaders that was helping us, and we were going downtown with them, was a fellow by the name of L. Drury Stern. You went to jail, and a lady by the name of Candace Mossless bailed us out. Went to jail every day. On some of the pictures, you can, basically all the pictures, you can see one black girl, and we recognize her. Her name was Halcyon. She's a veterinarian now. Otis King was involved, highly involved. He's dead now. He was a lawyer. He finished from Texas Southern University Law School. L. Drury Stern, it was too much. He ended up having a nervous breakdown. I don't know where Holly Hogerbrook is, but she was involved in it. And I still have the burns on my legs on the back because they took and put cow rope on us and rubbed our legs with that cow rope. Those scars will never come off my leg. That happened to me in Grants, downtown.
What year?
In the 60s when we were picking. But we weren't scared. My mother was a very frightened person. She called Reverend Moore and told him, Barbara has gone crazy. She's downtown involved in all that. He said, well, I guess I'm crazy too, because I'm down there with her while you're not down there. But they were too frightened, and they were too scared. And now I'm so proud to see your blacks in banks, CEOs of things. I'm extra proud of the black women because now the neighbor that grew up on my street with me is a big judge now. She finished law school at Texas Southern and now she's a judge. I'm very proud of her. I'm proud to know the people that I went to school with have climbed up a ladder. That's just like Al Edwards. Al Edwards married a best friend of mine, and he got to be in Austin. Passed, I know, one good bill. The 19th of June is a legal holiday. Barbara Jordan, I knew of her because I would be over on the campus with my grandmother, and they would be walking across the campus to go to the Groovy Grill. She went up the ladder all the way. So those are proud black women. I'm proud of those black women because those are the people that has helped to form and shape our children that are coming along today. And I pray every day that we will get stronger instead of getting weak. The race seems like it's trying to get weak. Our black men are not progressing as fast as I would like for them to do. When they said Obama was running for president, I said, you mean in my lifetime I'm going to be able to see a black president? That's a proud feeling to me because he has made the blacks proud. That your color has nothing to do with you and you can't go any higher than the President of the United States. That was one of the things I used to always tell my kids in the classroom. You're better than the President of the United States. Didn't you know that? Give them something to build on. Let them know that it can happen. We know now that it can happen because we have a black president. We now know that we can have a black mayor because we've had one. And we're getting ready to have another one. So we are moving up the ladder as the day go by. And it's a good ladder. My days are over. But I sit back, I read the paper every day, keep up with what's going on, because it keeps me abreast and it keeps me knowledgeable of what's going on. And I'm proud to be black. I'm not proud to be nothing but black. I'm not unhappy being black. My mother was a proud black woman. My grandmother was a proud black woman. So all around me was people that was proud. And all of us went to college. It was a big sacrifice. And when I went to Tennessee State, I had to live in a dormitory. But you paid $256 a quarter. That included out-of-state fee, room and board, and tuition. $256. But $256 back then was like a whole lot of money. And we had 3 quarters, but somehow I stayed there and I graduated. Because my family would send me, this friend would send me, so I was a very happy person in Wayne School. That's all I said.
Okay. I know we talked about Obama a little bit before, but something before that. What is the most memorable American history moment for you that just sticks out in your mind?
When I was able to sit down wherever I wanted to and eat, or go, and be treated like a human being, and not the color of my skin was a part of it.
How old were you when that happened?
15. I made 16 that August. I finished high school in 1956. 15. And that August I made 16. One of the proudest moments, I guess, is because I guess I admired her so much, was Barbara Jordan. I've always admired her. Then, right after her, Mickey Leland came along. Where I lived, all those things helped me along the way because Judson Robinson, Peggy Robinson, John B. Coleman, Whitfield, they stayed on Nagel, and we stayed on McElhenney, right off of Dial. They stayed on Nagel, and to watch all the black men go up a ladder and really stand for something. Those are memorable things that I'll never forget. because I knew them when like one of them was our paper boy, throwing the paper, but he went up the ladder. And all of those things, when you see those things that make you proud to be black, make you proud to know that you have contributed to the cause of the black people. And when I got to Nashville, I ran into a lot of people, and one of the fellas, him and his wife got to be my very close friends. And they were in a restaurant when they poured hot water on the black kids, scalding hot water. Now, you don't have to worry about nobody pouring no water on you. If you got the money, you can go. And I'm proud to be a part of that. I'm proud to know that I went to jail for you to be able to do what you want to. I'm proud that I went to jail because now I look at how many young black men are able to go to law school, go to pharmacy school, go to medical school, and the only medical school that we had at one time was two, Howard University and Meharry, no other place. I'm proud to know that my uncle kept the dental department open at Meharry, sold everything they had, because he said one day it would thrive, and it is. Every year he's honored, but he stayed. But he could see that the way things are now, it won't be always. And that's what we have to think. So I'm proud.
What advice would you give to my generation?
Stop hanging on corners. Stop putting tattoos on you. Go to school, learn, and be productive. Quit letting this little fella tell you he love you, because he doesn't really love you. You need... This old folks say I'm black and I'm proud, and I am. I wouldn't have it no other way. And we have to learn that. And I have. I'm a firm believer. Hey, let me do this. Let me learn this. Let me learn that. Every day, I make it my business to get up and watch the early news. Then I watch Good Morning America, that's news. I make it my business to read the Chronicle paper, not scan the paper, read the paper. When you read that paper, you've read everything, the business section, the obituary, that's reading the paper. I believe in that. I believe that if some of our young people would take time to read, they'd be better off. They just go in. I hate when I see a young pretty black girl with something hanging out of her eye, something hanging out of her nose, something hooked onto her tongue, tattoos all over. For what? Be you. Don't try to be nobody else, but be you. And if you be you, you got your hands full. If you just take care of you, you got your hands full. I believe that. And that's why I've always made sure how's Mara doing in school? How's she doing in this? And if you had a track meet, I wanted to know what you did out there. I talk to your mama every day to make sure that you were getting enrolled in college, because I want you to go up a ladder. I got a master's, then you should be able to get a PhD or go to law school, get a law degree. I feel that way. But you gotta stay focused. You have to stay focused, because if you don't, you won't do nothing. And when somebody says, oh, you're so pretty, pretty is only as pretty does. Without that piece of paper, when you get old, what are you going to do? But if you got your paperwork in order, you can do something and you can go places.